game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time, be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork, fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Put in the...
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sport.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Leading them out is going to be their quarterback. That's the grizzled vet, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
On second down, it's Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now it's Crowder. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Herndon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. Allen has it. Left side. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll run with his second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. Here are the starters defensively for the Jets. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now on 1st down, Drake again. Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Fitzpatrick. Pass incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board. Here in this first quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And the Jets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. Call that a very strong gain of 24. By the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. And overall, second leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Josh Bellamy. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, Can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms in.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control. Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
A first down throw, Darnold. And he's got this complete to Bellamy. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check. Lucky. Ready?
Now it's Darnold, and he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd and short.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Darnold. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now a play fake here on first down. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and that'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts. But now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Fitzpatrick throwing complete. Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
The throw by Darnold, hauled in by the tight end Herndon. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here's Darnold. Open man left side. That's the tight end Herndon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw, Darnold. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
To throw, Fitzpatrick, and Stills over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Fitzpatrick now. It's complete, Stills. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A good pickup of 6 there on first down. From the 31, Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Drake. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right, it's no good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started with a rematch of last year's infamous double doink game in the NFC wildcard round. Chicago on the road this time, taking on Philadelphia. And it's the Bears who have the lead. Cordero.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
The protection's been phenomenal.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Drake, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe try to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. But he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
This will be caught inside the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Here's Fitzpatrick. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, anymore.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That's how we do it.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Throwing Fitzpatrick. His throw caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Sanders' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Darnold from the gun. Finds his target. It's Bellamy. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Darnold now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Darnold to throw again. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Again, Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Oh, wait. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start with a give here to Ballage. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense. Here we go.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Give him 7 on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. March 54.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And he hits Drake. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Powell takes it from Darnold. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go again with Powell.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Now Darnold. It's caught by Herndon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To try again after the sack. Darnold caught here by Griffin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. Now Fitzpatrick over the middle here to Wilson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. On play action, Fitzpatrick. And throw right side complete to Parker. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better than it hits the ground, instead going to an opposite color jersey.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Darnold now to throw. Over the middle, that's taken in by Bellamy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Watch the pass.
On 1st down. Powell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Darnold. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
The defense is going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Jets, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.